All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is de-essers. If you're working on vocals at home, the de-esser is your best friend. Usually, microphones kind of bring out those sibilant frequencies like 4 to 7 to 8K, anywhere in there. It can be really aggressive, especially if you're close up to the mic and you're in kind of like your bedroom or in a corner or something. Those things will really shine. So, the de-esser is just a compressor, but it's only compressing a specific frequency. That's what makes it easy. We talked about compressors, you kind of get the vibe of what they're doing. So the de-esser is just that, but it's like only compressing the S. That's the whole idea. That's why it's called a de-esser. It is de-essing. So we're going to come over here. Again, this is James's vocal. This is not mixed, right? This is the raw off the mic.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I shoulda saved, but you don't know what you don't know.
You can hear those S's kind of poking out, right? They're popping out of the texture. And so what we're gonna do is open a de-esser. So I've got one right here. This is the Waves de-esser. I love this thing. It's super simple. It's an easy one to use. It's got great visual representation of what you're looking at, and that's why I'm gonna use it to kind of show you what's up. So right now we have basically this shape right here that it's going to be coming down as a shelf. Okay, so the compression is happening in a shelf. You can switch that to this where it's a bell curve. So it's only compressing like a small section like this. But when you first start up this plugin, it's coming down as a shelf. So it's going to kind of shave off like all of the high end at the frequency that you have set up. Just like we talked about in EQs, it's got that shelf shape, not a bell, but a shelf. Okay. So right now the frequency is set at 55K or 5K, 5500. And what we're going to do is pull the threshold down.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I shoulda saved, but you don't know what you don't know. There were nights I slept in studios, no blanket.
And what you're seeing on the right side here is the attenuation, which is the gain reduction, right? It's showing how much decibels of gain reduction you are getting on just that frequency or these frequencies.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread,
You can also listen to just what you are compressing with the S chain. So you can hear all those high frequencies kind of jumping out, and the compressor is going to pull it down. If you de-ess too hard, it gives the singer or vocalist a lisp. That's just what happens. It takes all those S's and turns it into TH, and it can destroy the signal really quick in that sense. So what you need to do is make sure you're not doing this.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I shoulda saved, but you don't know what you don't know.
See what I'm saying? If you do too much of that, you're pulling away too much S, and that is not what you want. What you want is just a little bit of those S's to get shaved out of the signal, not or compressed of the signal. That way, they're not poking out, and they can be more tameable here.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I shoulda saved, but you don't know.
So right now, when it's doing that shelf, remember we're hitting all the frequencies above 55 right there. So what we're gonna do is change it to a bell and try to hone in on just the S. Like right in there, those get pretty crazy. So then we've got the bell set up and we changed to 5900.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I shoulda saved, but you don't know what you don't know. There were nights I slept in studios, no.
And that way you're not completely losing the high end of the signal, but just those frequencies. And you're just compressing the S there. Now Logic has one of these built in, and it's honestly great. I use it all the time because you can be kind of surgical with it. It's a little bit more like you can sculpt on how you want things to go, which is awesome. So if you're using this de-esser, what you're going to see is your gain reduction happening here. And then it has this cool little meter that shows you detection. It just kind of shows you like when the S shows up. You'll see the like audio cross the line to show that there's an S there. But you can set your frequency right here. You can do this top shelf or the bell just like you want before. But then you can also set your max reduction, which is nice. So if I want it after it hits the threshold, I only want it to go up to 6 dB of reduction, I can set that, which is really nice because you can hit it really hard in the threshold, but only do that 6 dB worth. It can be nice sometimes depending on what signal you're working with. So let's set this one.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread I should've saved, but you don't know what you don't know. There were nights I slept in studios, no blankets, we ain't faux. How could I be mad at strippers? We make money off the flow. We make money off the flow. We make money off the flow. We make money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread I should've saved, but you don't know what you don't know.
And again, you're just pulling the S's out. It's nothing fancy, but all you're doing is compressing at those exact frequencies that you set. These are so important. So many times people have sent me tracks that they've mixed and been like, hey man, this is ready for mastering. Would you take over from here? And I'll go in, and the first complaint that I'll have is, hey, as soon as I start making this thing loud, the S's are screaming, and there's only so much I can do in the mastering stage. So I would love to see those kind of get tampered down with. So use your de-essers. Don't overdo it, right? Because you'll kill the energy of the vocal and shave off too much high end. But it's a great tool to keep it natural, but just pull it back just a little bit. All right, thanks for tapping in with us. We genuinely want you to get better at this. So if you want to get better at this shit, like and subscribe and keep tapping in with us.